Okay, so when you first install Ubuntu, you can tweak Ubuntu to a certain extent, and honestly there's not much you can do. For example, you can go to System Settings and you can go to Appearance, change your wallpaper. You can click on Behavior, enable your workspaces, and this will enable your workspace switcher on the launcher. It gives you 4 workspaces, and you can add a show desktop icon to the launcher, which when you click on it just minimizes everything and shows you the desktop. And apart from that, there's not much else you can really tweak other than some other things here like the brightness, etc. So one of the first things you want to do, which others have mentioned in many videos, is to install the Unity tweak tool. So go to the Ubuntu Software Center, type in Unity tweak, and it's not coming up. I've gone ahead and installed it, but you can see it here. I'm just going to open the Unity tweak tool. There it is there, Unity tweak tool. Install that, and this will allow you to tweak the Unity desktop further, which is Ubuntu's desktop. You can, for example, auto hide the launcher. You can change the icon size, which I did. I think it was like 42, so I made it a little bit. I made the icons smaller. You know, go through here and do have a quick look at what you can tweak. I'm not going to go over this in great detail, but for example, the fonts was important to me, so I went ahead and changed the font size. I think the default font was 11, and I increased most of the fonts to 13. So you just go through all of these little tweaks and make the changes that you need. Apart from that, I didn't do much tweaking. I just changed the size of the launcher icons, the font size, and left it the way it is. Now we're going to talk about another thing that you can do, which is add some Conky. Now Conky just provides some information about your system or the time and date, etc. There's many different Conkys. But what you want to do is go and install Conky Manager. I'm going to show you how to do that. Just type in here Conky in your Google search, and the website you want to click on. Actually, I'll do Conky Manager. Is the TG Tech Conky Manager website. I'll leave a link in the description. And this tells you a little bit about Conky. And just move down here to where it explains the steps to install Conky. So to install from the PPA, which is Ubuntu repositories, you need to type in these 3 commands in the terminal. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to open up a terminal, Control-Alt-T, and I'm going to go ahead and load the PPA. And then you can and the next command is the sudo apt-get update command, which will synchronize all your packages and tell Ubuntu the latest versions, etc. of the software in the packages, etc. And the last command is of course to install Conky Manager, which is sudo apt-get install Conky Manager. So let's go ahead and install Conky Manager. Continue. Now, once you install Conky Manager, it comes with some default themes, and you can also download the official theme pack, which will add additional themes to Conky. But for now, I'm going to run Conky. There it is, Conky Manager. Actually, I will do that in another desktop or workspace. Conky Manager. So you can see here some of the default Conkys that are installed. When you first installed Conky Manager. A very popular one is Gotham theme. To enable this Conky, for example, just click on the little square here, and there you go, you've got the Conky on your desktop. You can tweak this and reposition it, so you can just go up to here in Conky Manager and edit the widget. And the things that you can do, for example, is the placement. So at the moment it's at the top middle, but you can go, say, top left, hit apply, and it will change. I'm just going to position it in the middle for now. And you can change the transparency, etc., change the time format if you wanted to make it a 24-hour. I'm going to leave it at 12-hour, etc. So this is a very popular Conky, Gotham. Now I'm going to show you how to install a custom Conky that I've put together. It's a Conky that I've tweaked myself using other Conkys that I found, and I'm going to go through that Conky and explain how to tweak it. So I'm just going to pause the video for now. Okay, I'm back. So you can also change, of course, the transparency. You can see here this is set at pseudo transparent, which gives it a nice little drop shadow, or you can make it completely transparent. I'm just going to leave it at pseudo for now, pseudo transparent. Now the next thing I wanted to go through was how to customize the Conky that I'm going to provide. So let's go and find this Conky file. I have used it on other distributions, so I think there's one on in the Ubuntu. Just going to go and grab it. Control H to unhide, and there's my .conky. Here we are. I'm going to grab my custom one and Gotham blue and white. Copy those two, paste them on the desktop. So when you install Conky, it creates a .conky folder in your home directory. You won't be able to see it because it's hidden. Anything with a dot, a folder or file starting with a dot, is hidden. So to unhide, you can so just go to home, Control H, and that would unhide all the hidden files. You can also go up to the settings for the file manager, go to view, and show hidden files. Inside your .conky folder you will find the conkeys that were the default conkeys that came with Conky Manager. You can see, for example, the Gotham Conky config file and a JPEG picture of that Conky file, Conky, etc. So what I want to do is I want to add my two folders in here, and I paste them in here, and they should now appear in the Conky Manager. So I'm going to reopen Conky Manager. You can see the blue, black, white Gotham doesn't really suit this desktop, so I'm going to switch that off. And you can see the my where is that one? My custom Conky, which is also in blue and white. So what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to show you how to tweak this one and customize it the way you like. In order to do that, up here in the Conky Manager settings, or there's a edit file manually. So once you've selected the Conky that you want to edit, you can click on the edit file manually in a text editor, and once I do that, it's going to use my default text editor, which is gedit. Here it is here. This is the custom Conky file that I'm going to go through. If it doesn't work, if you click on edit file manually and your text editor doesn't open the file, just go back to the .conky folder and do it manually with right click and open with, in my case it's gedit, but you can use LibreOffice Writer or your default text editor. So I'm just going to do that again and step through this file with you. You can also, let's see, where are we? You can also display line numbers. I'm just going to turn that on just to make it a lot easier to refer to a line. So this is the config file, config file for this custom Conky, and it's got here some information about who created Conky, etc., which I've left. And as you can see, when you come down here, there's some commands, and I just wanted to say that everything above the capitalized text, all these commands here, affect the Conky itself, the Conky window itself. So you can, for example, have a background, yes or no. I'm not going to step through all of these, but what I wanted to share with you is that, for example, this here, XFT font Ubuntu size 10, this is the default font for the Conky. So it's a Ubuntu font and it's size 10. Now if you don't specify the font type and the size in the code down here below text, it's going to be set to the default one, which is Ubuntu and size 10. There's also the maximum and minimum size of the Conky itself, which you can set. You can also set that in your Conky Manager. So play around with that to make it the size you want. So as I said, everything above the text, all this code here, affects the Conky itself, and not the contents of what's displayed in the Conky, so to speak. I'm just going to pause the video.